Going into the cooking segment, and today we're going to learn to make quinoa salad. We've been joined by the head chef and CEO of Chapter 1 Restaurant, Chef Ruby Paintsil. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Awesome. We're going to go straight into it, but before that, we would like for you to take us through the various ingredients, and then, of course, tell us what purpose each one is serving in our salad.
Sure. I think what it is with the epidemic and the challenges that we're facing at the moment, it's quite crucial that we introduce some healthy foods into our diet.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the time we've been advised that, eat healthy food, but nobody's really there to explain what simple things can be put together. So I brought some ingredients to make some salad today. But what I will also talk about is alternatives to the ingredients.
Right.
So that if you are at home and you have something else, you can also convert that into that particular food. So quinoa is a fantastic grain to have. And actually, as Akusia was talking about fiber and stuff. Quinoa is one of those things. Instead of rice, it actually gives you more fiber. It makes you more fuller very quickly. So when you want to lose weight, or you want to just eat healthy, or introduce some healthy food into your diet, these are things that will be actually helpful to start off with them. Right. And at the moment, they are very easily found in the supermarkets here.
Okay.
So we have a red one, quinoa here. And as you can see, it looks like brown rice, but it cooks very quickly than brown rice. So this is food that you can actually get it done quickly. What I tend to do at home is I'll make some, then I'll make quite a lot, and I'll portion some, and I'll put them in the freezer. So when I want them, they're quite quickly available for me to be able to mix them up with some. Right. Then I brought some butternut squash, and what I've done is I've just simply cut them into pieces, put a little bit of honey, and I roasted them. And it just roasted. There's a white quinoa. We have some amazing mixed peppers, which is widely available at the moment in this country. I also brought in some sweet corn, which gives a little bit of a sweetness and a crunch to the salad as well. And these are things that you can easily find them in your cupboards at home. So they're not like difficult things that you have to sort of go and look for them. Then I've always liked a bit of mushrooms in there, which you can. So I've toasted and sauteed a little bit of mushrooms in here and brought it with me. I brought some cherry tomatoes. You know, the thing is with food is if it's attractive, it is very colorful. Yeah. It draws your eyes. You want to eat it. Yeah. Then I've also brought some baby spinach with us. And I think with this, if you don't have baby spinach at home, you can use ordinary lettuce. I mean, I do these things with my mom, and she likes it with like a really fresh contumely. Like when you pick it up, like really fresh. The small ones, sort of like in the middle one, she brings them up as well. So, you know, we have alternatives to those things. But spinach, naturally, it is full of nutrition. So it's great to be able to have them with you all the time. I brought some little bit of rocket lettuce. And what I like about it, it has a bit of a peppery taste to it. So it's one of those things that you look at it and think, oh, this is really good.
Great.
And
so I think we can begin the process now.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. So we have that. And then we also brought some avocado.
Great.
Literally. Although.
So we're going to mix them all up together.
Yes, we are going to mix them all up together. I just want to get a knife for the apple and stuff. So what I tend to do is I'll just have a little bit of my red quinoa, a bit of a white quinoa. And you do.
Is there a reason why you're mixing both red and white?
I like they both are quinoas, but they have slight sort of different taste. And I like the two together. You can have one of each. You don't have to mix them at all. I can also make this particular salad with gari.
Oh, great.
as well, and it sort of gives it, you know, because cassava is quite nutrition, and stuff. And then I put some butternut squash in there. I like butternut squash in there because it is sweet. It's a little bit sweet, but it's a natural sweetness. It's not that sugary type of thing, because a lot of the time you have this kind of sugar, everything is processed. Half of what makes half of the things nutrition is because it's processed. These things that we're doing today, is none natural. Of it is processed. I put in my sweet corn, and it's literally handful. What I am putting in here is enough to do 2 people. And things. And then I've got some peppers. I've got red peppers, you know, colors. As you do this, I brought in additional like green and yellow peppers as well. I love the colors in it because I think for me it's like it gives
it makes it more attractive.
It's like a rainbow colors. Some mushrooms, because this is a very much vegan vegetarian thing. But with mushrooms, like especially with oyster mushrooms in there, it has that texture that feels like meat. And let's be honest, because we have been brought up and we have Pax 5, there is meat that we want. So we look for alternatives to make us feel like we're eating these things. So I put some of that in there. Then I'm going to do some baby spinach. I'm going to do some bit of rockets. And already look at my salad, it's looking like amazing. And what I do is I mix it up. You can use your hands if you're home, or something with a glass or spoon. And it's literally, look at this.
It's got all the colors in there.
Look at that. So, it's like by the time you even get to it, you're like, oh, this is just gorgeous, literally. And I've got that. And then I'm going to present it in this bowl, because what I tend to do is I will put in the cherry tomatoes and the avocados on top before I put a salad. I would do this salad and I wouldn't even need a dressing most of the time, because I feel like the sweetness in the avocado, the butternut squash, the sweet corn, it allows me to get the sweetness. I don't need any oil. But we're human. A lot of people need a little bit of dressing. So I actually brought in some dressing I made at the restaurant. And it's a basil.
This is made up of what?
This is made up of olive oil, lemon juice, and some basil. A little bit of mustard. So it's very simple. And then we have chopped in a lot of the herbs into it as well. So it's just a little bit. I mean, I'm sure those of you can actually smell it. The thing with food is, apart from
you get that lemon smell.
Exactly. So we put a little bit of that in there. I try to avoid a lot of things like salt in my salads, because I think a lot of the time we're trying to be healthy, then we want to go to salad. The next thing is like lots of salt. What is the point in that sense? I'm not saying you can't put it in there, but you know, salt doesn't go with a lot of the problems that we have, diabetes, hypertension, so we don't want to also overdo it. I have my salad as simple as that. I put in here. It's a great salad for a family. I remember my husband's like a very meaty person, and I made this salad, and then I tricked him to eat it, and he's like, he wanted more. I was like, you want more? You know? And then after that, he was like, what was in it? And I'm like, this and that. But I think that if I told him before, he wouldn't have eaten it. Literally. So I've got a little bit of
so the mushrooms will play the role of meat in there.
I mean, it's not like you need meat, but I think it's more texture. I think the reason why we all like meat is the texture. You know, if you had alternative and it tasted about the same, the flavor was the same, the texture was good, you'd be okay. So I have some cherry tomatoes. I put that on there. I'm going to put a little bit of my mushrooms on here. Avocado is one of those very good fats that you can have in your food. Obviously everything is in moderation, so it's not like you go overboard, but it's great, you know, sort of vitamin E. And for me, instead of putting a lot of oily things in my salad, I rather put avocado in the salad, and it just replaces that particular bad processed oil. I have that natural fat in there instead of having this artificial one. Because even though most people say, oh, olive oil, all that is really good, fat is fat, and it will still give you the same calorie content. So whether it's olive oil or sun-dried oil or sunseed oil, it still makes you fat. And I put a little bit of that in there. Great. And then I'll just give you a little bit of green. And we have a whole big bowl of salad that the whole family
our salad
can enjoy.
Is ready, looking so good. I think I'm going to have to invite Jifa over. Jifa is more of a salad person. So maybe she can join us. So
I think the chef dish a little bit out for me to
no
taste.
problem. We have some salad bowl here.
Yeah.
And I brought in some tongs that we can
so our quinoa salad is ready, looking all sumptuous.
I had a question for you though.
Sure.
Okay.
Instead of quinoa, can we use fonio? Because fonio is a local grain.
Fonio is fantastic.
Okay.
And I was actually going to talk about that. I think
go ahead.
It's one of those things that I really love, and it's, like you said, it's quite local and it's easy to get. I think people are not aware of them, but I think it's something that you can definitely use.
Okay, so in this one bowl I have quinoa, I have mushroom, so I have my...
You have some avocado in there, sweet corn.
So I get all my nutrients in just this one meal.
Definitely, definitely.
Wow.
And the thing is, you know, sometimes we're told that we got to eat healthy, we got to lose weight, but how? And sometimes you are truly stuck. You're like, yes, all this is great for me, but how do I learn? And you start off with things like this, which is very simple to do, and preparation. And I think you don't wake up overnight and become healthy. You have to prepare and give it time. I think because we get up in the morning and we go to work and we are figuring out
so on the screens are the ingredients we used to prepare our quinoa salad. So that's the oyster mushroom there. That's the lemon and herb dressing we used.
You have to teach us how to make this dressing next time. Because I tasted it in the meal.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, and it smells so good.
It's delicious. It's so delicious.
She's the salad person, so she already has a mouthful.
I can talk about viewers who don't know how to make this. Where do they find you? I'm going to leave now and enjoy this delicious meal.
So we are at Chapter 1 restaurant in Airport, inside Villa Monticello Boutique Hotel. You can reach me on my number, which is 020-639-2311. You can get us on Facebook as well at Chapter 1, and we are also on Instagram. And you know, we have a beautiful supper club where we used to teach these things in people's home. And you know, when you are challenged and they say, oh, you got to eat healthy, you got to try different things, come and see me. And because I want to make the food fun, I want to make it easy for you to be able to eat your own food, still lose weight, and at least enjoy what you have to do. And it doesn't have to be so expensive with things that you don't know or you're not aware of it. You know, so we are here to help, and I'll be glad to definitely help. You can call me personally. I love this kind of conversations because people are always got other things that they bring to the table, and we all need to learn. And especially at this time of our new normal, we need to be more helpful to each other, and trying to make sure that we are still standing up when this is all over. Awesome.
Thank you so much, Chef Ruby Paintsil, CEO and of course head chef at Chapter 1 Restaurant. In just about 10 minutes we have our quinoa salad ready. It is natural, it is healthy, and of course it is sweet. Many thanks to you for coming on the show and of course teaching us how to prepare quinoa salad.
Hi there, we hope you enjoyed the show.
Make sure to subscribe, like, comment and share with your friends.
This is Breakfast Daily on City TV.
Join the Breakfast Daily team Monday through Fridays from 7:30 a.m. to 10. Join us for breakfast daily, only on City TV.